Folks at home, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking in. It's been a bit. I hope you're all doing well. I can't believe it. The silly season is here. Christmas is less than a cast or two away from us. I'm still trying to figure out where summer went. You all ready for Christmas? Because I'm not. But I'll tell you what I am ready for. I'm getting ready for fishing 2023 season. In this box, my order from Tackle Warehouse has arrived. It's got my Black Friday deals in it. I'm loading up for next year. So let's cut into this box and let me show you what I got. Man, I am super excited. Oh man, look at this, look at this. I'll put my knife away before I cut myself. Oh man, look at this. Oh, first up, the old Tackle Warehouse promotional shirt. So you spend so much money, and of course they give away some free promo stuff. I put the knife away a little too early. Cool. Got the Tackle Warehouse logo on it. Got the fish logo on the back. Decent shirt. Not bad for free. I'll take it. Well, next in the box is this Tactics Braid and Fluoro Kit. It was free. That's another promo item. Seaguar 101 Performance Fishing Line. It's a 40-pound braid, tactical braid kit. Don't really know much about it. Not sure if any of you guys out there use this, but yeah, pretty cool. Free, I'll take it. It's a 4-stranded braid. Definitely have to check this out. Not bad for free. Of course, the Tackle Warehouse sticker. Can never have too many of these. Let me get this stuff organized, lay it out, and we can go through it all. So stay tuned. Next up, out of the box, is the Abrazex Seaguar fishing line. This is my go-to line for cranking. I run 10-pound test on a lot of my my rods for crankbaits. I have confidence in this line. The name Abrazex says it all. I run it through rock and wood and all kinds of cover, and it holds up well. It's a little stiffer than most lines, but I love it. Don't know what any of you guys use out there. Tell me what you use. Tell me what you think of Abrazex. I'm curious to see what you guys think. But yeah, Abrazex by Seaguar, that's my go-to. We're getting to the good stuff now. We're getting into the baits. One of my favorite manufacturers right now, currently making some soft plastics, is Z-Man. They make that stuff out of Elastec, which is practically indestructible. I love that stuff. Well, this year, they came out with a pretty cool bait. One of my most favorite and exciting ways of fishing. Yep, toads. So this is the Goat Toad Z. This thing is incredible. I fished this early May and hooked into some nice fish with this bait, and I couldn't say enough good things about this bait. The Goat Toad Z, shown in white right here, is a bait from one of my favorite manufacturers, Z-Man. This bait is made of Elastec. The Toad Z has incredible action and a cool profile. It's super buoyant, yet dense enough to cast weightless and practically indestructible. The Toad's legs have a paddle tail feet that kick and thump and churn up the water, leaving bubble trails behind it. The body of the bait has a dorsal ridge that protects the hook while adding a lifelike look. The belly of the bait has a hook slot to help hide the hook, keeping it snag free. It also helps to increase with hookups, less plastic to penetrate. Love this bait. Check it out. Goat Toad Z. So this frog, there are so many ways to rig this thing. You can rig it weightless on an EWG. You can rig it on a buzz bait. You can rig it up on a keel-weighted swim bait hook. And that technique, you put that weight on there and that bait will run just subsurface, and you get right up along the edge of the weeds or the lily pads. You do that twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause, and usually the bass will come right out of them weeds and hammer the heck out of it. It's a fun technique. Check that out. Usually in the fall or late summer, fall. It's pretty good. Good old 6th Sense Bait Company. Well, I've had a love-hate relationship with 6th Sense. Early on, 6th Sense came out with some cranks, and yeah, I grabbed a few, and I was a little disappointed in the beginning. The bills on those crankbaits would break. They had amazing paint schemes. I love the colors. I've stuck some pigs with those baits, but with the bills breaking and the cost, I just shied away. And then I heard they fixed it, so I gave them a second shot, and yeah, they now have a permanent spot in my tackle box. So this year I've added to my 6th Sense line and picked up some new baits. So check these out. 6th Sense Axis 2.0. New in my box this year, it's like a chatterbait and a crankbait combined. From the videos I have seen of 6th Sense, this Axis 2.0 has a wild erratic action. The bait has a metal bill that pivots, allowing the bait to track true while randomly hunt side to side up to about a foot and a half from what I've seen. I think it will definitely fool fish that are well conditioned to crankbaits. This bait comes with super sharp hooks, cool paint schemes, and the colors and details are just sick. The new Axis 2.0 bait has some of the same colors that are used in the 75 Crush flat-sided bait. My go-to color that I have used on the 75 Crush and have great success with is the Tiger Chartreuse and the Boiled Crawl. Both get bit well. I'm looking forward to throwing them on the Axis 2.0. The 6th Sense Crush Flat 75X. This bait has had a home in my tackle box, and I have caught some decent fish with it. This crankbait is flat-sided and works well in cooler water, has fast rolling but tight swimming action. The 75X crankbait has a lot of flash and vibration in it. It deflects off cover well. I like to burn it over open rocky flats. I have caught some pigs using this technique on this bait. For me, the bait shines in cooler water, the high 40s to low 50s. This crankbait has incredible 3D detailing. Love those eyes. Look at the eye on that thing. That's crazy looking. It has a faint and almost silent, subtle rattle to it. It comes with sticky sharp VMC black nickel trebles and is just a bad bait. Check it out. Crush Flat 75X. The Crush Flat 75X. I've caught some decent fish with this. Yeah. This one has a home in my box for sure. Well, if you follow my channel, you know I love throwing Magnum square bills. It's nothing like getting hammered by a fat mama on one of these baits. To feel that rod just collapse and load up, and you can feel every head shake as you're cranking that fish in. Yep. Ugh, it's nothing like it. Gets my blood pumping. But mostly I have Strike King 4.0 and 8.0 square bills in my box, but I've decided to add to the old arsenal this year, and I've added the 6th Sense Cloud 9 square bill. The 6th Sense Cloud 9 square bill. It is a silent Magnum square bill. It's slightly over 4.5 inches in length. It weighs 1.5 ounces. This crankbait moves a lot of water and thumps like a hammer. It is completely silent, which is what I kind of prefer in a crankbait. I have found more success in silent baits than ones with rattles, but baits that have rattles have their place in my arsenal too. It comes with EWG treble hooks that are sticky sharp. The paint scheme and colors are just cool on these baits. This color is Boiled Crawl. Man, does this color get bit early spring. This thing is just a beast. The Cloud 9 runs between 5 to 10 feet deep, depending on line size. Good old Strike King crankbaits. The meat and potatoes of cranks, in my opinion. They're not super fancy. They're not overly priced, but they get the job done. They've had a home in my tackle box for many years. Caught some of my first crankbait fish on them. And heck, KVD's made a fortune on them over the years, fishing them in tournaments and whatnot. But yeah, so this year I had to do a little restocking for some of the ones I've lost or broke, and added a few new ones to the arsenal. Strike King KVD HC square bill. This bait is awesome. It deflects well off of cover, gets to depth quickly, available in many colors, and is reasonably priced. The square bill is silent, so there's no rattles. In my opinion, it helps to catch pressured fish or finicky fish. My go-to colors are DB Crawl and Wicked Fire Tiger. They're 2 3/4 inches, weigh about 5/8 of an ounce, and go 3 to 6 feet deep. This is the DB Crawl. This one's Wicked. This is a new color for me this year. The Strike King KVD Deep Diver Square Bill. This bait is new for me this year. It's a long lip square bill that is made to reach depths of 10 feet. I plan to use this weapon in deeper sides of long tapering flats and ledges. This crankbait is fitted with sharp treble hooks and decent colors. Again, my go-to colors are Chili Crawl, Orange Belly Crawl. New color for me this year, Brown Crawl. And I've been glad to add this deep diving square bill to my arsenal. Really looking forward to throwing it this spring and even in the summer. The bait is 3 3/8 inches long, weighs 7/16 of an ounce, and can reach a depth of almost 10 feet. A new color for me to try this year, in crankbaits anyway, is this Brown Crawl. I'm really interested in this color. Back in 2005, 2006 over at the reservoir, I hooked my PB on a chatterbait when chatterbaits first came out, and it was a brown colored chatterbait. And I'll tell you what, I have not broken that PB yet, but I'm hoping this little guy here, yeah, I'm hoping he brings me a little luck. We'll see. Stay tuned. Next up, the Berkley Frittside HD crankbait. This is something new for me in my tackle box. I've fished Berkley Plastics over the years, and yeah, they get bit. This bait was designed by David Fritz. From what I've read and seen online, the Frittside has a tight thumping balsa wood type action. The Frittside HD crankbaits are constructed of a dense plastic material which helps to give them great castability. The Frittside HD is a flat-sided crankbait, has a lot of flash. The crankbait is apparently well balanced to provide stability when using this bait on high-speed retrieves. It comes with sticky sharp Fusion 19 treble hooks. The colors here are Brown Crawl and Spring Crawl. The bait is 2 1/2 inches long. It weighs 3/7 of an ounce and dives 5 to 7 feet. The Berkley Frittside has a coffin style bill. It's pretty unique. Yeah, so this bait's definitely new in my box this year. Has anybody else out there fished the Frittside? Let me know what you think about them. Drop some comments below. I'd like to hear from y'all. This next bait, well, this little guy is just deadly. I have hooked some serious toads with this little crankbait. This is something that will always have a spot in my box. I lost 2 of them this year, and I'm just restocking my box. So these are the Spro Fat Pappy 55 square bill. The Spro Fat Pappy 55 square bill, designed by Russ Lane. The Fat Pappy 55 crankbait hunts like an old school balsa wood bait. The bait is made of injection molded plastic, a tight wobbling action. It also deflects well off of cover and generates deadly erratic movements. It comes with Gamakatsu treble hooks. All around quality of this bait makes it one of my favorites. I've caught some quality toads on this bait. I've lost 2 of these baits on the Perkiomen to muskie this year that have washed down from Green Lane Reservoir, so I had to replace them this year. My color of choice, Honey Crawl. Those little angry eyes on these baits kill me. They crack me up. Look at this thing. This thing I am super stoked about. This thing will be tied on next year. This thing, early spring, I'll be tossing this monster around. This is a big, deep diver. It's made by Megabass. It's called the Big M 4.0. This thing is just amazing looking. Look at this. This bait is just a weapon. This is like the Ferrari of big crankbaits. The Big M 4.0 crankbait. Megabass, they put out some amazing baits. I am a big fan of their stuff. This crankbait is a magnum-sized crankbait for catching deep, big bass. I love throwing those bigger baits. This bait has flat sides and is shaped and tuned to produce a lot of great side-to-side rolling action, making this bait produce a lot of flash that can be seen in deeper water where there is less light. The Big M crankbait has a slender bill design for less resistance in the water, helping you to get to depth quicker, making it an easier crank. The bill produces better sensitivity when it comes in contact with the bottom. The Big M 4.0 heavyweight transfer system allows you to cast this bait a country mile. It also produces a loud knocking sound. The Big M comes with 2 oversized razor-sharp trebles. The detail that's put into this bait is killer. 3D eyes, gill plates, textured scales. And as always, Megabass has some of the most stunning paint jobs. This crankbait is killer, and I cannot wait to tie this thing on and hook into a giant with this thing. This Wild Crawl OB, this color gets bit. I have thrown this on the Sonic Sides crankbait, and it is one of my favorites. I love it. I also picked up the Big M in Eastern Chartreuse. I feel this will be a big player in the stained and muddy water. Well, that's a wrap for this video. I just cannot wait to get my line wet, throw some of these baits around. Next year is going to be epic. Cannot wait. Well, Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. And yeah, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. What was your favorite bait in the video? Better yet, what did you get this year that you cannot wait to get out there and throw around? Well, as always, guys, I appreciate your likes, your comments, your views. Take care.